use a pasta maker. 7 easy steps to homemade pasta. Pasta is a classic Italian dish that has been adored by countless generations and cultures across the globe. Its rich history is a testament to its versatility and the sheer culinary joy it brings to our plates. Whether it's spaghetti, fettuccine, or ravioli, the magic of pasta lies in its simplicity and the flavors it can encapsulate. But the true essence of pasta is best captured when made from scratch. Homemade pasta has a distinct taste, texture, and richness that store-bought varieties often lack. By using a pasta maker, you can tap into this authentic experience, bringing the Italian culinary tradition right into their kitchens. A pasta machine simplifies the process, making it easier for both novices and seasoned cooks to produce perfect pasta every time. Here is a step-by-step guide to making homemade pasta, ensuring you master the art of fresh pasta creation in no time. Step-by-step guide. 1. Preparing the pasta dough. When I first started making fresh pasta, the most crucial step I learned was the importance of good pasta dough. Begin with about 1 cup of flour, preferably 00 or all-purpose flour. Create a well in the center and pour in 4 large eggs. Slowly combine until it forms a cohesive dough. Now, it's time to knead. I recommend kneading the pasta dough on a floured surface for about 10 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. Once done, wrap it in plastic wrap and let it rest for 30 minutes. This makes the dough easier to work with later on. 2. Setting up your pasta machine. Before you get rolling, make sure your pasta machine is firmly clamped to your counter or table. You'll be applying some pressure, and you don't want it to move around. Now, adjust the machine to its widest setting, usually marked as 1 or 0. 3. Rolling the dough. After the resting phase, divide your pasta dough into small sections. Keep the pieces you're not using covered with a cloth or plastic wrap to prevent drying. Flatten one piece of dough into a thick disc between your hands. Feed the dough into the machine, turning the crank with one hand while the other supports the dough as it comes out. Roll the pasta through the widest setting a couple of times, folding it into thirds and flattening it with your hand between each roll. This process helps knead the dough a bit more and ensures a smooth pasta sheet. 4. Adjusting the thickness. Remember, the goal is to make fresh pasta that's not too thick or too thin. Once you've rolled the dough through the widest setting a couple of times, adjust the machine to the next setting. Pass the pasta sheet through, and continue adjusting and rolling until you reach your desired thickness. Most times, I stop at the 3rd or 4th setting for dishes like fettuccine or tagliatelle. But if you're aiming for something thinner like capellini, you might go a bit further. 5. Cutting the pasta. If you've made it this far, you're doing great. Now, depending on the attachments your machine comes with, you can either roll your sheets of pasta into lasagna or use the cutter attachment to make strands of fettuccine or spaghetti. Attach the cutter to the machine, feed the pasta sheet, and turn the crank. As the strands come out, I recommend draping them over a clean pole or the back of a chair to keep them from sticking together. 6. Drying the pasta. While you can cook the pasta immediately after cutting, sometimes I recommend allowing it to dry for a bit. This can be for an hour or so on a pasta rack, or even just spread out on a clean cloth. This ensures that the strands don't stick together when boiling. If you've made more pasta than you can consume at once, you can also let it dry thoroughly and store it for future use. 7. Cooking your fresh pasta. One of the joys of making fresh pasta is that it cooks much faster than store-bought ones. Bring a pot of salted water to a boil. Add your pasta and cook for about 2 to 4 minutes, depending on their thickness. Fresh pasta has a distinct, rich flavor and a delightful chewy texture. Once you've tasted the difference, it's hard to go back. Cleaning tips. 1. The importance of regular cleaning. Regular cleaning of your pasta maker ensures that it remains functional and prolongs its lifespan. Just as you wouldn't want store-bought pasta with unknown residues, you certainly don't want homemade pasta carrying remnants from previous sessions. A well-maintained machine guarantees a smoother pasta-making process each time. 2. Initial cleanup post-pasta making. Dust off flour residue. After you use a pasta machine, there's likely some flour residue left. Before doing any wet cleaning, open up the rollers and gently brush away any loose flour. Doing this reduces the risk of dough bits sticking to the machine. Avoid water unless necessary. It's a common misconception that you should always wash your pasta maker with water. Many machines, especially those made of metal, can rust or deteriorate if exposed to moisture frequently. Instead, Use a soft, dry cloth to wipe down the exterior. Addressing the cutting attachment. The cutting attachment of the pasta maker can gather tiny bits of pasta dough. Use a soft brush or toothpick to gently remove any remnants. Be careful not to use any sharp objects as they can damage the cutting edges. 3. Deep cleaning your pasta machine. Disassembling the pasta maker. Some pasta machines come with detachable parts, which can be handy for deep cleaning. If your machine allows, remove the roller and cutting attachment. This makes it easier to reach hidden crevices and remove stuck pieces of dough. Use a damp cloth sparingly. If there are stubborn spots or stains, slightly dampen a cloth with water and wipe the specific area. Remember, it's essential to ensure the parts are thoroughly dry before reassembling to avoid rusting. Oil the rollers. Just as you would with any machinery, occasionally oiling the rollers ensures they move smoothly. Using a few drops of food-grade mineral oil can prevent the rollers from sticking and prolong their lifespan. 4. Storing your pasta maker. Choose a dry location. Humidity and moisture are enemies of pasta machines, especially if they are made of metal. After cleaning, store your pasta maker in a dry place, away from potential water splashes or steam. Cover to protect. To prevent dust from settling on your machine, especially if you don't use it regularly, cover it with a cloth or store it in its original box. Maintenance tips. 1. Regularly check screws and bolts. Over time, the screws and bolts of your pasta maker can become loose due to the pressure exerted when rolling and cutting pasta. Periodically check and tighten them to ensure the machine works efficiently. 2. Avoid overloading. While it might be tempting to roll a large piece of dough to expedite the pasta making process, overloading can strain the machine. Instead, divide your dough into smaller portions. This not only makes it easier to work with, but also ensures your machine lasts longer. 3. Handle with care. A pasta machine is a delicate tool. Always handle it with care, ensuring you don't drop it or apply too much pressure, especially on the handles or the crank. 4. Replace worn-out parts. With frequent use, certain parts like the roller or cutting attachment might wear out. Instead of buying a whole new machine, look for replacement parts. This is not only cost-effective, but also environmentally friendly. Pasta maker recipes. 1. Classic homemade spaghetti. Time: 40 minutes. Ingredients: 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 large eggs, a pinch of salt. Instructions: on a clean surface, place your flour in a mound and create a well in the center. Crack the eggs into this well and sprinkle in the salt. Gently mix the ingredients together until you have a ball of dough. Allow the dough to rest for about 30 minutes. Divide your ball of dough into 4 parts. Take 1/4 and start rolling it into a sheet through the machine. As you progress, reduce the thickness of your pasta machine to make the sheet thinner. This step is where the beauty of using a pasta machine to make spaghetti shines. Once you've got the desired thickness, use the spaghetti cutter attachment and pass the sheet through the machine. Cook your fresh noodles in boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes. Pairing: I recommend serving with a classic marinara sauce and freshly grated Parmesan cheese. 2. Basil and spinach fettuccine. Time: 50 minutes. Ingredients: 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 large eggs, ½ cup of fresh spinach, finely chopped, 1/4 cup of fresh basil, finely chopped, a pinch of salt. Instructions: follow the same steps for making the spaghetti dough, but this time, incorporate the spinach and basil in the initial mix. Once you've got a vibrant green ball of dough, let it rest. Roll the ball of dough into sheets using your pasta machine to make the process a breeze. Use the fettuccine cutter and pass the sheet through the machine. Boil your fresh noodles for 3 to 4 minutes. Pairing: I recommend a creamy Alfredo sauce topped with grilled chicken or shrimp. 3. Tomato and garlic pappardelle. Time: 50 minutes. Ingredients: 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 large eggs, 2 medium-sized tomatoes, pureed, 3 cloves of garlic, minced, a pinch of salt. Instructions: prepare the dough similarly, but infuse the tomato puree and minced garlic into the mix. Once you've got a fragrant and slightly pink ball of dough, give it some resting time. When you're ready, begin rolling the dough into sheets through the machine. Instead of the usual thin settings, keep a bit of thickness for that perfect pappardelle width. Slice the sheets into broad, flat noodles. Remember, you're making a lot of pasta here, so ensure you have ample water to boil them. Cook for 4 to 5 minutes. A slow-cooked beef ragu or a lamb stew pairs beautifully with this pasta. 4. Rosemary and olive oil linguine. Time: 45 minutes. Ingredients: 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 large eggs, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary, finely chopped, a pinch of salt. Instructions: the drill remains the same for the dough. However, this time around, the olive oil and rosemary go into your initial mixture, making it aromatic and flavorful. Post-resting, roll out the dough into sheets. The experience of pushing that sheet through the machine is still as thrilling in 2023 as it was years before. Use the linguine cutter to get those perfect slender noodles. Boil your fresh noodles, which shouldn't take more than 3 minutes. I recommend a light lemon butter sauce with capers and a sprinkle of chili flakes for a bit of heat. Final thoughts. Mastering the art of using a pasta maker is a rewarding culinary skill. While it might seem daunting at first, the process is straightforward once you get the hang of it. Start by prepping your dough with flour to prevent sticking, then cut it in half for easier handling. Shape each portion into a rough rectangle shape to feed it seamlessly into the pasta maker. With a few runs through the machine and adjustments to the desired thickness, you'll have homemade pasta ready in no time. As with all cooking techniques, practice makes perfect, and soon, you'll be dishing out delicious pasta dishes with ease.